Hello everyone, this is Hari back again. Today I'm going to design this small application that generates QR code for the given text or URL. Let's say if you want to generate QR code for CNN.com, you simply supply that in this field, and clicking on this will bring this QR code. So this is very functioning. If you scan this, then it will bring you back to this page. Okay. So let's get started with this one. Okay, I have already created this index file here. So I want to bring that boilerplate first, exclamation, and then enter. Okay. Let's start from container. Div dot container. I want to give a main name container. So I want to define this as a container class, and inside container, I want to put this p tag, input tag, image box, and this button. Okay, let's design those things. PP. Next one is input. I want to keep the ID name QR text. So in this field, you will be supplying QR text. And then I want to put let's see in the server. Okay. Now I want to put some text as placeholder inside. So let's put placeholder T. Okay. Next one, I want to put image box. Let's create image IMC ID. Okay. And then inside this image box, I want to place image, QR code image. Okay. For now, let's leave it blank. And I want to give ID name as QR image. Okay. Next one, I want button. And I want ID is equal to button. Button text. Okay. That's all we need for this HTML thing. Now we can hit CSS for styling those things and create a skin like this. Okay, let's work on that. I want to write CSS within this file. So it should go inside this style. Okay. Let's start from global variables. Let's set some global variables. Margin. Let's set margin 0. Padding 0. Let's set font family. I want to set this. Box sizing to border box. Okay. Okay, then let's set background color. Body, and I want to put background color to 262. Now let's hit CSS for container. With let's make it 400 pixels. Let's set background color to white. Let's set border radius 5 pixels. Let's set position to absolute. And let's set top margin to 50%. Let's set left margin to 50%. And then let's transform this a little bit to keep it in the very center. Okay. Transform, translate minus 50% and minus 50%. Okay. Now let's set padding. Let's set 50 pixel. Okay, container is done. Let's do container and ptag. Let's set font size 20 pixel, font width 700. Let's set margin button 10 pixel. Okay, then let's add CSS for container input. Okay, for this space, let's set width to 100%, height to 50 pixel. Okay, padding 10 pixel. Its height, and that's the border radius into 5 pixel. Okay, we are done with this. That container button. Let's set button width to 100%, button height to 50 pixel. Okay, let's set box shadow here. Box shadow. I want to start from 5 pixel in x-axis, 5 pixel in y-axis, okay, and blend by 10 pixel. Okay, and I want to set RGB, black color 0, with 70% opacity, 0.7. Okay, yeah, it looks good now. Let's set color to pointer, cursor to pointer, and font size. Font size to 20 pixel. Font width to 600. Margin to 20 pixel and 0 left right. Okay. Padding. Let's not say padding. Color for the text to white. Okay. And let's set the background. Background color to blue 494 EA. Okay. And border radius. Okay. So we have designed that button as well. Now we have image box. So it's in between input and button, somewhere in the middle. Let's set image box. So since this is ID, we have to use has image box. Okay. Okay. I want to put maximum height for the image for this image box to 100 pixel and set border 1 pixel solid blue. Okay, now I can see that. Oh, so for this button, let's set margin here. Here in this input margin, let's say 10 pixel top, 0 left and right, and yeah, 0 left and right. Okay, so you can see a little gap there. Okay, okay, there. Let's set this margin to 10. Okay, now, so inside this image box, we want to place image here. So let's design that one as img box and img tag. We want to make it with 100% and padding in pixel on each side. Okay. Now we have applied CSS styling for those elements. Now let's start working on JavaScript. Okay, so we can write our JavaScript just before in body tag. Yeah, so it should go inside script. Okay. So first we have to create variables for these values. We have to get QR text and then image box, then image source, and then button, right? So for all this, so let's create constant variable, const, and let's name first one QR text. That is, how do we get this? We get this from document dot get element by ID. So this is ID, and then what's the ID name? QR text. Okay. This is the one, and let's create the three. Okay. Second one, image box. Let's create IMG box. Same, it will override, and then get the value from this IMG box. Third one, let's save QR image and get that QR image from QR image. Fourth one, button. I want to create button constant, and I want to get the value from button ID. Button ID. Okay, there we go. Now, next one is we have to create an event listener for this button. Once user click it, then it should do some functioning inside and then create QR code. Okay. So let's create button that event listener for this button. What's the event? The event is click. When user click it, then we want to trigger something. I want to name the function generate QR. Okay. And we have to write generate QR function later. Okay. So we have done basic parts of JavaScript. We have taken values from these four elements in four different constants, and on the event of clicking this, then it calls generate QR code, and we have to write a function inside this. So we have to get API URL for this. There are a bunch of apps we can use. The popular one I'm using is API QR. API QR? Yeah, I think the first one, yes, QR code API. This is the site. You can go and you can copy the URL. So this is example for example content, right? So this is the URL, you have to copy it. Just exclude the last part because that one is supply text. Let's say if you want to supply something in here, then it will append that thing. But for us, the only thing we need to select is this one. Okay, copy this one, save it here temporarily. I will comment this. Now let's work on that. And now we usually receive QR text from this field, and now we have API URL, right? So if we append text that we get from this field to this URL, then it will generate QR code for you. So what we need to do now is, there is nothing. Here it's blank. We have to replace this image box placeholder. So what is this field called? This is img box dot src. So if we create a QR code, and what does it do is it saves that in this variable, and then pop that image here. Okay, so it will replace this source with this one. So what is this one? This one meaning this is URL, API URL inside bracket, inside quote, plus whatever we supply through this QR text. Okay, and that one is saved in it. So the value is saved in this constant. So that plus QR text dot PAL. Okay. Okay. Now, when you supply something, then it will, once you click it, then it will trigger this function and it goes all the way to this site with this value appending and create QR code. And now that QR code can be seen over here. Okay, let's try. Oh, I couldn't do it. Oh no. So this one is not IMGPO box. So this one is QR image and image. The source is QR image dot src is this. Let's try. There we go. Now we can see this. We have set maximum height to just 100, so it's overflowing. We can say overflow hidden. Okay, it's not overflowing. Okay, so first I want to hide this thing because we don't need this part in the beginning. So let's hide this. Let's make it 0 maximum height. And actually we don't need this thing. I'll create another class here as, and then I'll give class name display. Okay, I'll give class name display and I'll copy that. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to hide this first in the beginning. I want to hide this. It's open. And once it creates QR code image, then I want to display another class here. I want to display another class and I want to show that here. So for that purpose, I want to create image box.display here. Now let's set a property for this. I want to set max height for that to 500 px. Okay, and width to 100%. Let's say 80%. Let's do border radius 5px. Margin. Let's do 10px and auto. Left and right. Overflow is hidden already there. So border. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. Now what I want to do here is once it reads that QR code, then I want to add the class list dot add. I want to add this display class here, meaning when it creates QR code image, then it reads this, meaning it add this display class and it applies those attributes. Let's see. Okay, to go. If you refresh it, it shows nothing. It's hidden in the beginning, and when you create it, then it calls another display class. It add another display class, and it shows that it applies all those attributes written here. Okay, this is how we can create this QR code. Okay. Oh, sometimes what happens is you can't. If you return, if you input nothing there, it returns blank image. So in that situation, you have to say something. Let's do something. So let's use if clause. If I want to say that if the length, value length for this is greater than 0, then do this. If not, then do something else. Okay, so let's put this in syntax. If the input is QR, right? QR text input ID. So QR text dot value dot length is greater than 0, then execute this one. Okay. Now it does nothing. And else do something. I want to create another class, error class. Else add that error class. I want to check this QR text dot class list dot add. I want to add one class and I want to activate animation there. Okay? So let's create error animation, error class first. How do we do that? Dot error. So inside error, let's create animation name. Let's name it wrong. I want this in 0.5 second speed and want to run this linearly 6 times. Okay. Now we have to create this animation, wrong animation. How do we create wrong animation? We use key frames and animation name. So this is how we create animation. I want to make 25%. I want to transform translate on the x-axis 5 pixel. Okay. Then at 75%, I want to pull this back to 0 pixel. So when I do this, okay, you can see now this moving, animating. So this is running this error animation. Inside error, I have defined a wrong animation. It calls wrong animation, and wrong animation is this one. So it transforms at the x-axis by 5 first, and then call back. And then it does same thing linearly 6 times with 0.5 speed. Okay. Oh no! Again, if we click here, it doesn't do it. Now it's stuck somewhere inside. So we have to do set time out here. Set timeout. Okay, set timeout. What we need to do here is set 1000 milliseconds. So in every 1000 milliseconds, it refreshes and it get out of the loop, right? So let's remove same class every 1000 milliseconds. So let's create arrow function. Okay, and copy this one. We just need to remove that. And here we added, and in case there is error, it add that error class and execute. After a while, then it remove that error class. Okay. Yeah. Now if we check it, okay, check it. It seems working. Okay. It's working. If there is something, there you go. Okay. Now let's put a transform here. So in this box, display box, let's set transition max height equal to let's say 2 seconds. What does it do? There you go. It's transitioning slowly. Okay. Oh, it's not in the middle. There is something wrong. Oh, okay. Here we have to put comma. Okay. It's in the middle. Yeah, that's it. So this is now a functioning QR code generator app. Okay, thank you so much for watching me. If you would like to watch same kind of video in future, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.